I think universities have an obligation to understand the potential vulnerability of our students as regards their mental health and well-being. This quite fundamentally goes to the opportunities for students to be successful in their learning and to engage in a positive experience with their peers and then continue on to have productive working lives. The great joy of this conference for me has been the great diversity of experiences that have been explored and presentations that have been delivered. We've heard this morning from the Origin Foundation, which has just released the Under the Radar report, specifically directing attention to university students' mental health. We heard also from Black Dog Institute's Jan Orman around the range of e-mental health resources that are available. And we had the wonderful Hounds for Healing that presented all sorts of different perspectives around how we might tackle this wicked problem, as Ben Vaness describes it, of mental health. This is fundamentally about valuing and respecting the students who come to our higher education institutions and our communities. Disability organisations have long had the mantra, nothing about us without us, and I think we need to take that to heart in our own higher education institutional response. In Australia, we've been somewhat slow to come to genuine engagement with students as partners in the educational process. Luckily, we have an Office for Learning and Teaching Fellowship led by Sally Barnum from the University of Technology, Sydney, which is exploring how we might better engage with students. And I think this is a prime example of how we could do that. We know from national surveys, the Student Experience Survey, that a reason for considering early departure by students is health and stress. The 2015 data reported in 2016 suggested that 42% of students were thinking about departing university early for reasons of health or stress. In 2016, as reported in March 2017, 42% is 41%. So the stats are there, the data is there, the evidence is there. We need to be most intentional about pursuing this in higher education and doing the right thing by our students, by our communities and by our institutions. Patrick McGorry talks about mental health being mental wealth. When I think about our institutions, universities are the great reservoirs, potentially, of that mental wealth for Australia. But we know that many of our cohorts coming to higher education are quite vulnerable. We've heard a lot in the conference about young people and their susceptibility to mental illness, but we know also that students from low socioeconomic backgrounds, students first in their family to come to university, students who are Indigenous, international students and other minority group students, for example, LGBTI and more recently in Australia, refugee students, will struggle potentially in higher education. We need to ensure that we do not adopt a deficit approach to this issue. We need to assure that we act with a vision towards student success, learning and retention. So what's exciting to think about now is how we take this to the next level. It's clear that higher education owes a duty of care to its students. We know there is this wicked problem around student mental health. The conference, I think, has been an excellent starting point for that national conversation. I look forward to the next conference in 2018. But I think also we need to respond as a sector. So it would be good to think that Universities Australia, the Vice-Chancellors, all of our constituents would respond in a national way to this national issue.